What's going on, people? Back again with another one. Today we are talking Eddie versus Frank, Matchroom versus Queensbury, 5v5. Yes, we want to talk the overall winner. Who will the overall winner be? Will it be Team Matchroom? Will it be Team Queensbury? See if I flip-flop on any of my earlier predictions, and if I change my mind, I think I might. There's a couple in there. Let's get into today's video. So we had a press conference yesterday, and we found out that the overall winner will actually receive $3 million for the winning team, which is amazing incentive to have to make sure you score the points for the team, so you don't go for no boring decisions wins, but you see that the fight is actually going to be pushing for the extra incentive as a team. And it encourages that camaraderie, which I really like. It's a big word. It encourages that, which I really like. The press conference yesterday was excellent. Eddie was talking his stuff, Frank was talking his stuff, and just talking up their fighters and doing what promoters should be doing, actually pushing and promoting the fighters the way they're supposed to be, rather than just, you know, kind of talking them up a little bit. Yeah, man, this has injected some new life into boxing. I'm loving where it's going. So let's talk about the concept. Like we know, or like you should know, if you don't, I'll educate you now. We have a concept of points for each team. So a win equals 1 point, a knockout equals 2 points, a draw equals nil point. And if you are a captain for a team, which is Wilder for Matchroom, and it's Hamza Shiraz for Queensbury, your points are doubled. A really interesting concept there. So let's go through the card once again, and let's try and tally it up with some points. I'm going to actually commit to certain predictions and methods now, and let's tally it up and see who the overall winner will be. First one, Shiraz versus Amar Williams. I did have a little bit of backing out on this one, kind of. You know, like, I watched the face-off and I did like how Amar Williams was talking. I mean, I didn't like it, I thought it was cringe, but I did like it because I thought, you know, he believes in it, but he did remind me of Charles Martin.
I walk this earth like a god and step right over you.
You know, but I'm going to still back Hamza Shiraz for this one. I don't know if I'm going to say knockout though. I feel like it's going to be a fight back and forth, and maybe people will go down both sides, but I'm going to go for a decision win, which is 1 point. Boom, 2 points because he is the captain, yeah? So he's going to get a decision win. That's my prediction, but there will be some knockdowns in that fight. I mean, it could be a knockout, but I'm going to say 2 points for Team Queensbury. Then we move on to Nick Ball versus Ray Ford. I'm not going to back out this one. I do favor Ray Ford in this one. I feel like he means business. Seeing some of his stuff in the press conference and his face-off, I mean, that doesn't always mean something. But also watch him as a fighter. Fast hands, got the slight reach advantage. I don't think he's going to go on the back foot too much because he can't let Nick Ball put that pressure on him. I think he's going to hold his feet a little bit more, and I think he's going to eke out another points win. So even if he wins that, that's going to be 2 points for Queensbury for Shiraz and 1 point for Matchroom on a decision win for Ray Ford. Next up, we move on to Craig Richards versus Willie Hutchinson, and this one has started to ignite a little bit. Oh, Willie's talking a good game, man. He's talking a good game, but like I said before, he hasn't fought this level of opponent, and especially coming up to light heavy from 168. So for me, I'm actually gonna not flip-flop on it. I'm gonna go a little bit harder on my prediction. I'm gonna go for a Craig Richards stoppage. I think his jab is just too good. He's got great timing, Craig Richards, and he's also got a very good chin. So I'm going to go for a Craig Richards stoppage. I'll say even, let's say mid-round. Yeah, mid-round stoppage for Craig Richards. So that is now 3-2 to Matchroom. Then we go on to Hrgovic versus Daniel Dubois, Dynamite. Now, I don't think I even gave a prediction in my last video on this one, because like I said, I don't really rate Hrgovic, and I'm still 50-50 because I like Dubois. I don't rate him. I don't rate him, but I don't think he's fought the high level opponent yet really and won. Obviously he's fought Usyk and lost. But Hrgovic is also in kind of a similar position where I don't really know what to think about him. I'm very 50-50 on this one. I don't think it's going to be a draw, so I do have to pick a side. Just talking myself into it. All right, so my heart wants Dubois to win, but I think I'm going to go for Dubois. No, I'm going to go for Hrgovic. Damn it. I'm going to go for Hrgovic. I think he's just a bit too long. He has a good jab on him as well. Dubois' jab is very, very fast. I think he's faster than Hrgović. I feel like Hrgović got a good chin from being hit by Zhang all those times and never really went down. He went round once, but it wasn't counted. Or was it counted? It was counted, but it shouldn't have been. And also, Dubois, he doesn't actually punch with a straight right hand that well. I don't think his straight right is not that good. It's very looping sometimes. And that might be a bit more, I don't know, a bit more tricky against an opponent like Hrgović. I think he's a little bit too good and obviously got a slight height advantage. So I just don't feel like Dubois is going to land with the power he needs to land. Or if he does, I think Hrgovic's chin will still be there. But I still do want Dubois to win. I'm going to go with Hrgović on that one. So that's another Matchroom win. So far we've got 4-2 for Matchroom. Oh, it's looking like a clean sweep already. Zhang versus Wilder. Now, this is where things should be pulled back a little bit. You know, I feel like Zhang, his last fight didn't look that good against Joseph Parker, but Wilder's in the same position. It didn't look that good against Joseph Parker, but Zhang at least got 2 knockdowns and won some rounds, and that was a close and competitive fight. That was a very difficult fight for Parker as well. He did not come through that unscathed, whereas with the Wilder fight, I think Wilder won 1 round. So, you know, in terms of that, if you go off their last performances, Zhang is on form. But if Wilder finds that killer instinct, you know, if he really finds it, I still think Zhang will win. I think Zhang on his best day versus Wilder on his best day, it's a clear candidate for me. It's Zhang to win. But we're still kind of unknowing of what Wilder's power is really, really like. So if he finds killer instinct again, I think it could be an interesting fight. I think, you know, if he does find it and he actually goes on the attack and he's a little bit more aggressive, other than going on the back foot, I don't think back foot fights for him. So I'm not sure what the coach is going on with Malik Scott, but I hope he gets out of that back foot, trying to get the backhand out. I think if he goes a little bit more on the front foot and he looks for it, not necessarily early, but just kind of keeps Zhang honest early and then tries to look for it mid to late, Wilder's in with a chance. But if Zhang puts the pressure on from early and just like, F it, let me just do it, then Zhang will get him. But Zhang can't rush in. That's the only thing, but he never really does. So it's hard. I'm talking myself around in circles anyway. Zhang, that's what I'm going for on this one. Big bang, still it bang. So we're going for Zhang on that one. I'm going by Zhang by KO, round 4 to 5. I wouldn't be surprised. It still is a 50-50 if Wilder got it, but let's go for Zhang. So when we tally up these points, it seems that we have a Matchroom win. We got 1 point for Shiraz, because he won. For me, it's a win on points. We double that, and then because he's the captain, that's 2 points for Shiraz, 2 points to Queensbury. Let me just consult my notes. And then we have 1 point for Ray Ford. That's a Matchroom win. We have 2 points for Craig Richards, should I say, because I believe that will be a stoppage. We have another point for Hrgović, is over the Matchroom side, as I believe that will be points. Or should I even, you know what? I'm going to go back on it. I'm going to say Hrgović will stop Dubois. 5 points for Hrgović, or 5 points in Matchroom with a Hrgović stoppage. Then we have 1 point for Zhang. Maybe I say Zhang will stop him actually. So sorry, that's 2 points to Zhang. So I believe that is a 5-4 if my maths are correct. So I believe that Matchroom will beat Queensbury 5-4. I'm committed to that. 5-4 will be the score. Maybe it won't be in all the fights I predicted, but I believe that Matchroom will edge it by 1. I don't think it's going to be a whitewash either way. I hope I don't come back to eat those words. Or, no, if I do, I don't even mind. It's a 50-50 night, so let's see what happens. Who do you think will win? Matchroom versus Queensbury. What will the points look like? Who will get the bonus money? Let me know. Like, share, comment below. See you soon. Peace.